Hey, welcome back. Alright, your first fortune is going to cost $1. Don't get too excited. Like I mentioned, each time you use my service, the price goes up. Shall we get started? Right on. Let's do it. For Iro's first secret, you can't stick to jokes. Ask sensitive questions. That's all, folks. Alright, there you go. Good luck.
Then I said to him, if you love it so much, why don't you marry it? Of course, that marriage would be illegal in most states. Still, the heart wants what it wants. I wish him all the best anyway. I have to go. I have a customer. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the best coffee place in all of Sabrosa. My sister is away at the moment, but I would be very pleased to make your order. What can I get for you today? Coming right up. A coffee guaranteed to change your life. Here you are, my friend. Be well, drink well.
Hey, sugar. Why, you're just in time. I just took the cinnamon buns out of the oven, so they are as warm and sweet as a soft kiss. And don't you hit me with the word diet, or you'll crush my little heart. As always, let me know if anything catches your eye. Hey, Sugar. I'm glad you're here. I need your opinion on something. There's this baking competition coming up back home in Georgia, and I'm mulling over whether I should go. Normally I wouldn't bother, but one of my rivals from high school has been calling me out on social media, bless her heart. I would take immense satisfaction from teaching her some manners. What do you think? Yeah, I think you're right. This old rival is always trying to stir me up. Thanks for the clear-headed advice, Sugar. It's always nice to get a second opinion that doesn't have the haze of internet smack talk clouding their judgment. As always, let me know if anything catches your eye, Sugar. I would take immense satisfaction from teaching her some manners. What do you think? Well, someone certainly has a flair for the dramatic. I think you're right, though, Sugar. It sounds like fun, at least, and it'll be a good chance to visit my sisters. The competition is in a few months, so don't you worry your pretty little head. I'm not up and disappearing soon. Thanks for the advice. I appreciate it, Sugar.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for dropping by. I wish I could hang out, but I've got to go replace all the tickets in the machines, and I always need to psych myself up for a bit. The Skee-ball is a difficult quest, not gonna lie. Changes a woman. You always come home a little weathered, a little wiser. Anyway, I've put it off long enough. Chat soon, though. Take care.
Aw, thanks for visiting me. I've been having a really downer day. Do you mind if I just bury my face in your chest for a little bit until everything feels better? Oh, woe is me! Such cruelty! Okay, no worries. I'll just drink heavily tonight or something. That'll show the blues who's boss. Well, I gotta work. Go be stoic and uncaring somewhere else, you cad. I've been having a really downer day. Do you mind if I just bury my face in your chest for a little bit until everything feels better? Thanks. Thanks, Charmer. You're a lifesaver. Everything is so much better when you have a good-smelling person in your life who lets you borrow their hoodies and breathe in their cleavage. Thanks so much. I gotta get back to it, but you're one suave mofo. Bye-bye.
And Kelby Fakes left, his guard completely unsure what to make of him.
Would you shut up and just play?
His guard tries psychological warfare, but little does she know, he doesn't know what those words mean. He alley-oops and... Woo! Yeah! He scores!
Damn it! God frickin' damn it!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's okay, Lil. That game was super close.
Shut up. I don't need you treating me like your baby girl or some BS.
Lil, you're awesome. Don't take it so hard.
You don't understand at all, Kelby. This is the same bullshit that follows me around. Personal life, professional life, everything. You're just a little girl, Lil. You ain't got game.
Oh, that's not true. You're genuinely scary in the MMA ring. I still have a bruise from our last bout.
You're just saying that.
No, I genuinely fear for my life every time I hold the bag for you. And your abs are just work of art. So don't get too sad when an awkwardly tall boy is better at shooting hoops.
Fine. But tomorrow, you're stepping in the ring with me so I can work some feelings out.
Oh dear God.
Come on, let's play one more set.
Heck yeah! Hey.
What? What the hell do you think you're doing?
Ouch! Sorry, I don't know what to do. I just wanted to cheer you up.
You absolute idiot. I'm out of here.
Lil, it's not a boy-girl thing. I know that stuff drives you nuts. It's just a height thing. You're fast, you're strong, you're scary as hell.
You're just saying that.
Nah, you could kick the butts of 99% of the guys on my rep team. You just so happen to keep practicing with the guy with the 7-inch reach advantage on you.
That better not have been a joke about your junk, Kelby.
I don't even know how it could be.
Whatever. Let's play one more set.
Heck yeah!
Hey, welcome back. Alright, today's fortune will cost you a whopping $3. Not too expensive, right? We're still in reasonable territory. So, what do you say? Shall we make some magic? Right on. Let's do it. Cassie's first secret may make your head twirl. Ask the hard question. Do you even lift, girl? Alright, there you go. Good luck.
Just take a quick look. I can't see back there with my cell phone. You are my only hope, Lotus.
Dimitri, it's just one gray hair. Don't be silly. And heads up, we got a customer. Hola, aloha, and hello. Welcome to the Clean Bean Coffee House. What can I get for you today? Here you are. Have a great day.
Sorry, loves. Store's closed for a bit. I've got a situation going on back here. No, no, no! Stop foaming! Stop foaming! Oh, abandon ship, y'all. Hey, sugar. Always a pleasure to see you walk through that door. I was just about to take some cookies out. Take a look around and let me know if anything catches your sweet tooth. And if you're really looking for something sweet, well, I'll be in the back.
Yes? Can I help you? What business brings you to the Reed estate? Ah, I see. Yes, we've been expecting you. Come in. I'll meet you at the front entrance. Can I help you? What business brings you to the Reed estate? You seem to be a little late by my clock. Nevertheless, we've been expecting you. Please drive up to the front entrance. Good day. Welcome to Reed Manor. My name is Dorian Reed. I'm more or less the head of the household, which, as you can see, includes manning the front gate. More to the point, it is also my distinct privilege to have the title of Elle's older brother, which means I get to first meet anyone who calls upon her. And so here, destiny finds us. How do you do? Charmed, I'm sure. And so here, destiny finds us. How do you do? Yes, well spotted. Though, perhaps the answer is only somewhat less mundane. We should discuss it sometime over a drink. And so here, destiny finds us. How do you do? You flatter me. Unless, of course, my reputation is more pernicious than I assume. I'm sure we'll discover together what you mean. Well, as much as I enjoy standing in my driveway and bantering with a stranger, there are other matters I must attend to today. None so as important as this, but only marginally so. So let us not beat around the bush. I have a sworn duty to uphold. And being cute about it only draws out the process, and risks misunderstandings. What are your intentions with my sister? And yet, here you are, at the door, calling on her, and a date by any other name. What are your intentions with my sister? Ice cream and conversation are both in the acceptable category. Wait here just a moment. I'll go fetch Elle. What are your intentions with my sister? An interesting deflection, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to urge you to answer more directly. I'm not looking for a treatise on the virtues of my sister's character, or a sonnet dedicated to the flush of her cheeks. Just a few words to assay the founded concerns of an older brother. I see. Well, far be it from me to stand in the way of a mutual attraction to pastries. Wait here just a moment. I'll go fetch Elle. I'm not looking for a treatise on the virtues of my sister's character, or a sonnet dedicated to the flush. Very good. Though I tend to require more than an initial introduction before I agree to a date, I can see why Elle might make an exception in your case. Wait here just a moment. I'll go fetch Elle. Elle, dear! Your guest has arrived.
Oh, hello. It's nice to see you again. Dorian, I hope you weren't, overbearing with our guest?
As I'm sure your friend will attest, I was nothing if not polite and welcoming. I only made a handful of threats. Quite harmless, I assure you.
Oh my! I hope not.
Have fun, Elle. Might I suggest taking our new friend for a walk around the grounds? The landscapers just finished trimming the hedges on the south lawn into shapes of animals. It's very fetching. The two of you have fun. Let me know if you need anything. You especially, Elle. Let me know if you feel a bad spell coming on.
Of course, Dorian. See you later. Oh, yes, of course he is. Dorian is actually very sweet, and he's always on the lookout for someone new to charm. He's quite the social butterfly. As it is, I'm more of the caterpillar of the family. Dorian is just super protective of me, and he has this way of making my guests scarce. Oh my, yes! Dorian was always pulling my hair and flicking my forehead when we were young. I mean, he hasn't done that lately, but I'm fairly certain it's because my defenses have improved.
Yes, I think I see what you mean. Only someone who's bad with social cues would mention it. I'm going to use that excuse the next time I need to duck out of a boring dinner party. Or at least, I think you were kidding. Or at least, I think you were kidding. Oh, that sounds terrible. Oh dear. The joke still went over my head, despite your best efforts to lower the net for me. Good grief. You probably can't tell, but safely ignoring things is one of my talents. Dorian was right about one thing, though. The gardens look very nice right after hedging. Would you care to walk with me? The gardens look... What a lovely coincidence, then. Follow me. Dorian was right about one thing, though. Well, if the world rings you, feel free to take the call. I would hate to come between the two of you. Every time I visit the estate, I walk down this way. I like sitting by the creek that runs through the west end of the property, just past the stables. I suppose that might sound a bit parvenu. Sorry. I don't want to come across as a snob. Forgive me. I'm just a little nervous, I guess. It's been a long time since I've had a social visit come over. I suppose that might sound a bit parvenu. Sorry. I don't want to come across as a snob. Well, we only have 20 horses right now, but we were thinking of... Oh! I see. Well, we try our best. What we lack in stables, we make up for in butlers. Okay, here. Just through this little hedge. I'll show you my secret place. And here we are. My little quiet place. My home away from home, away from home. Dorian hardly ever comes down here. He dislikes the butterflies. So, whenever I need some alone time, I take a book and a picnic down here and enjoy the peace and quiet. What do you think? Kind of pretty, in that magic garden sort of way. I certainly like to think they're just as sweet. Well, that's good. If you found it unusually ugly, I would probably just have to ask you to leave. So, I've been thinking a lot about our short exchange in the bakery. I was wondering if you could clear up some things for me. I always get a bit flustered when strangers strike up conversations, so very likely I was a bit behind the conversation. I was just wondering, what made you start chatting with me? I thought for a few moments that maybe you were selling protein shakes or soap or something. So, I was just worried that maybe I missed something important, because I couldn't quite make sense of it. Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to pry. Dorian is always telling me to watch out for strangers that might want to take advantage of me. Maybe my stranger danger was turned up a bit high. Forget I mentioned it. So, I was just worried that maybe I missed something important, because I couldn't quite make sense of it. Yes, that makes perfect sense. I sort of figured the reason was something like that. So, I was just worried that maybe I missed something important. Wow! I mean, that's a delightful reason that I wasn't expecting you to say. Well, good then. That's settled. Is it warmer than usual out today? Oh, but look at me talking your poor ear off. I've barely given you a chance to breathe. let alone partake in the conversation. What brings you to town? Do you have any burning questions to ask? Oh my, yes it is. Though, to be honest, I haven't been to the beaches since I was very young. Dorian and my parents don't tend to trust public places like that. They usually insist I swim in the pool where Francois the lifeguard can watch out for me. Anything else on your mind? No, silly. Or at least I've never come across one in my searches. No, I'm afraid there's no superhero cave, or ghosts, or secret tunnels. Nothing actually interesting gets to happen here. I can tell you're thinking hard. Your nose does this cute scrunchy thing. It changes daily, I think. Today it is butter pecan, but I feel like tomorrow will be a maple walnut kind of day. Is that everything? Oh, certainly. I sort of wish he hadn't said anything, because it's really nothing important. Dorian fusses about me so much, because I have a condition. Don't worry, it isn't anything contagious or life-threatening. I have what's called narcolepsy. Have you ever heard of it? Yes, that's one way you could put it. No, you silly goof. That's necromancy. But boy, would things be different if that were actually the case. Narcolepsy is a brain condition that affects my level of sleepiness and wakefulness. Sometimes, I get spontaneously tired and fall asleep, even in the middle of doing something active. It's not quite as dramatic as it's sometimes shown on TV, but I have fallen asleep in some pretty hazardous situations. One time I was riding my horse, and luckily I was strapped in tight, but it's severe enough that I don't drive, or skydive, I suppose? I don't mind telling you though, because I usually let new acquaintances know right away, just so they don't think I'm being rude if I fall asleep during our conversation. I hope all of that doesn't make you uncomfortable. I've had a few friendships hit a bump because of it. Well, if that's how you feel about it, I can confirm that I am a very accomplished napper. I've fallen asleep on a roller coaster. It would be hard to match my skill. Dorian means well. He and my parents have always been super protective of me since I was little. They worry that someday I'm going to sleepwalk into the river or something. That's part of the reason why Dorian had to meet you first, before any socializing. My parents insist I get family approval before going out with anyone. It's hard to fault them, but I do wish they would relax a little. But I'm doing okay. Well, we should probably pack up. I have a violin lesson in 25 minutes, and Maestro Alessandrini is quite unforgiving if I'm late. But I had a very nice time walking in circles around my brother's house. I do believe that you passed the first Dorian test, though. So, he might actually let me meet up with you somewhere else. Like the cinema, or my own house. Would you like to have an outing with me sometime? Oh my, I'm sorry. I should have shown you those first. Maybe we can try again another time. At the very least, it should guarantee at least a third meeting, date, thing. wonderful. And you're right. That would have been my answer. You word thief. Thank you for coming to visit me today. Meeting my brother is an odd formality. I dare say I wouldn't miss it if it went away. But I deeply appreciate the effort. Oh, no thank you. Thank you, but no thank you. Sorry, I am very much a later than first date kind of smoocher. I have a code, you see, like Batman. I'll be in touch. Until next time, take care. But I deeply appreciate the effort. I can assure you that's debatable. I'll be in touch. Until next time, take care.
Yay! You came to visit me. What a delicious surprise! I've been having the worst day. Some guy came in, stole just like the ugliest jacket. I tried to stop him. I ran after him with a much better one, but he wasn't having any of it. Anyway, I've got a few customers floating around. If you're still around in a bit, maybe we'll do lunch. Eee! Pinch your little cheeks. Thanks for brightening up my day.
Well, hello there, sugar. Why, don't you look like a little old chocolate chip cookie looking for a tall glass of milk? Bless your heart, darling, for ringing me up. I think my evening plans were mostly vacuuming, so you have officially spared me from a life of boredom and solitude. This coffee place is the bee's knees, sugar. The gal in here is an artist. You've heard of magic beans? Well, she's the one who makes them that way. Just keep an eye on her brother. You'll spot him a mile away. Charming little troublemaker, him. Shall we roll out the red carpet and get on with it? Got any objections to coffee and conversation? Oh, you don't say. Poor little vanilla pod. There's nothing I hate worse than a craving you can't corral. Well, let's roll in and take care of you, sugar. Got any... Amen, sugar. Throw in a cake and ice cream, and you got everything a Bonnabelle needs to thrive. Let's go in and rustle up a latte. bet you just the kindest little haberdasher this side of the Rockies. You better watch out. Keep up that charming veneer and you're gonna make this bonbon melt. Let's go in and rustle up a latte. Let's go in and rustle up a latte.
Hola, aloha, and hello. Welcome to the Queen Bean Coffee House. Oh, Miss Valentine, I love what you have done with your hair. It is like a glorious sunset lighting the ocean waves.
Oh, sugar, you're a regular bouquet in a bow. I wish I could make cupcakes half as sweet as you.
Gracias, Miss Valentine. So, what can I do for you today? The usual? Latte, extra milk and sugar?
And salt the rim, if you would, darling. I'm feeling a dash adventurous today.
And for you, friendo? One black coffee on the rocks coming up.
Well, if that ain't the grimmest sounding beverage I've heard all week. You made that sound downright dangerous.
Wait. Oh, yes. It took my brain a moment to realize that was real. I'll be right with you with your drinks.
That drink sounded like a mouthful, sugar. I might just have to steal a sip, though. You made it sound enticing. Ooh, maybe that's what I want instead. Make mine just like that, too.
Of course, Miss Valentine. 2 festive macchiatos coming up.
Isn't she such a darling? This place used to be run by a trio of hipsters who liked mixing and matching ingredients and giving them funny names. I've got nothing against hipsters or creativity, but one day they offered me something called junk spunk, and I noped out of there on the double. Anyway, little Lotus there has been running things for a year now, and everything is hunky-dory. Coffee is like kissing. You need it often and by someone who knows how. Don't you agree, sugar? Amen to that. I'm waiting for the first coffee culinary college to open up, then I'm gonna start sponsoring some scholarships. You just wait and see. So tell me more about yourself, sweet cheeks. I reckon you're new to town, since we've never run into each other before. Often. Don't we all, sugar? Don't we all? Well, I can't argue with that sort of sound moral argument, sugar. Though I feel like I've heard that pickup line somewhere before. It's on the tip of my tongue. So tell me more about yourself, sweet cheeks. I reckon you're new to town, since we've never run into each other before. Either that, or you secretly hate baked goodies, and this relationship is already doomed to failure. Oh, I see. Well, say no more, sugar. I'm a country girl from Gossip County, so there's no secret sacred enough to be safe with me. Oh, darling, ain't that the worst? Before I jumped in and started up my own bakery, I worked a bunch of different jobs, here and there. The one thing they all had in common was that my bosses always found a way to turn my personal hours into professional hours. Well, that, and they all eventually tried to get me wearing V-necks and skirts. But that's a whole different cup of sweet tea. Good gracious, darling. You really like to lay those sweet nothings on thick, huh? By the way, I feel I should stress that I didn't ask you to stop.
Why, hello there, Miss Bonbon. As always, it is my great privilege to serve you. How is my favorite customer today? Out in the sunshine, where all beautiful girls belong.
Ah, Dimitri. How's my little caramel apple doing? I'm doing right as rain during drought season, I'd venture.
I am so happy to hear it. Dimitri is good. He is, how do you say, full of life and fire and chocolate-covered coffee beans.
Dmitri, what are you doing?
Ahaha! Lotus, my beautiful sister. I am bringing our dear customers their drinks. Can't you see how thirsty they are?
I told you not to bother Miss Valentine on her date. I put the no Dimitri sign on the drink tray for a reason. Until you learn not to flirt so shamelessly with everyone, you stay in the back and make espresso.
Oh, that's all right, darling. Dimitri was being a perfect gentleman.
Do you see? Even a beastly man like me can clean up and reform his scandalous ways.
You are too kind, Miss Valentine, and patient, and sweet, even to the biggest fools. Well then, deliver the drinks and give him space. Go, go, go!
Here you are, my dear friends. If you need anything else, please do not hesitate to summon me.
Thank you, darlings. Aren't those two just cute as cucumbers? They're so funny. Dimitri just can't help himself from getting under Lotus's skin. Oh, pooh, darling. You gotta let life come at its own pace. Otherwise, you're gonna find angst in every situation you're in. You know it, sugar. He's one of those keep an eye on types. Otherwise, he'll be sweet-talking you over the counter. And the next thing you know, you're buying him a drink somewhere. Good Lord. Oh, me too, sugar. Even when they bicker, they have such pretty voices. I could listen to them for hours. So I've been mostly talking your ear off, sweet cheeks. You barely gotten a word in edgewise while I've been clucking up a storm. I made a New Year's resolution to try and talk a little less when I'm in good company. And seeing as it's summertime and I haven't started yet, it's not looking good. So, feel free to ask me whatever's on your mind. I'm an open book with a fancy bookmark ribbon. Oh, darling, bless your heart. I hear that joke every waking day of my life. But in all seriousness, I love it so much, sugar. I get to bake up a storm every day, which fills me with the honey glow, something fierce. Everyone who comes into my shop is so kind and friendly. It's hard being a grouch when you're surrounded by a million calories of colorful icing. And every so often, a stranger wanders in who catches my eye. I might toss a bit of flour on the girls to get their attention. Sorry, I'm just fooling. I can't waste an ounce of flour. It is not in my nature. If there's a light dusting on the girls, it is purely accidental, I swear. I just got to the part of the drink where all the sugar sinks to. That's a little slice of heaven. Well, I don't know if I know what you mean, sugar. Well, hold on, actually. To be fair, Sabrosa has had its fair share of grim headlines and such. The difference between here on the shorefront and downtown is about as night and day as it gets. Just last week, someone was shot and killed. Poor soul was found in a dumpster of all places. Police think it's drug-related. Anyway, that sort of thing is the exception around here. Hopefully they'll catch whoever's responsible, and that'll be that. Oh my, look at me gabbing on. See what happens, sugar? You give me an inch and I take a few country acres. Bless my butter tarts, sugar. That's the kind of question a gal like me dreams about hearing on a first date. I know exactly what the problem is. Bubbles mean you've got too much egg in the mix, darling. Either you're putting one too many in for good measure, or your eggs are too big. Scale them back, or take a yolk out. That'll fix it right up. Now you got me thinking about cookies, sugar. You certainly guessed the weight of this gal's heart. Oh, excuse me, I got distracted. Lotus is putting out the fresh cookies, and I like scoping out the competition. Oh, cheers, darling. All right, sugar. I've got a few questions for you. Nothing too prying, just a little test of character I like to throw into the mix on a first date. Feel free to pass on them, but just know you are being judged. First question. What's the best way to measure flour for a recipe? Stainless steel measuring cups or a scale? Oh, darling, I do declare, you're a peach who knows just how to tickle my funny bone. You failed that question, but you're definitely getting a consolation prize. Stainless steel measuring cups or a scale? Oh, good try, sugar. Cups will do in a pinch, but nothing beats a proper scale to start living your best cookie life. Stainless steel measuring... That's right, sugar. Maybe that question was too easy, but you'd be surprised how many people are going through life with inadequate cookies. Question number 2. What is the proper way to cuss someone out? Do you say, bless your heart, or you're as sharp as a throw pillow? Sorry, sugar. I got a little carried away there, I suppose. While it might feel good in the moment, I was raised that a good and proper insult should sound like a compliment. Though depending on your feelings about pillows, this one might work. I'll give you a point, just for fairness. Oh, darling. Oh, you're just 50 shades of delightful. All right, last question, sugar. If a gal in a corset comes moseying up to you, what is the good and proper way to address her ample bosom, which she obviously puts so much effort into? Not a bad plan. Just make sure you don't do the weird wide eyes stare. I'd rather you just look, to be honest. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. Oh, sugar, that's me. I've got to get back to the bakery and get a cake in the oven. Unfortunately, it doesn't work just turning the heat up to cook 'em faster. All right, last question, sugar. If a gal in a corset comes moseying up to you, what is the good and proper way to address her ample bosom, which she obviously puts so much effort into? A tried and true tactic. It carries the risk of failure, but so do all great undertakings. Oh, sugar, that's me. I've got to get back to the bakery and get a cake in the oven. Unfortunately, it doesn't work just turning the heat up to cook 'em faster. Darling, the time just flew by. I had such a wonderful time. I'd sure love to get together again and do a little dinner and dancing. Are you busy next week? Sounds peachy, love. Thanks for the date. See you again soon. Don't be a stranger. Darling, the time just flew by. I had such a wonderful time. Wonderful, sugar. I can't wait. Thanks for being a sweetheart. I'm looking forward to returning the favor. Don't be a stranger now. After a while, crocodile.
This is the police! Detective Fumi, SPD. Open up. Good. If you had taken 3 more seconds, I was getting the battering ram. Listen closely. I've got a dead body and evidence linking the victim to you. You're coming with me. I'm not letting you out of my sight until I get answers.